Well, I guess I'm 28 today. Um, it's been a while since I've done a solo birthday, but I say a while even though the last one was last year. Um, sure, there's definitely a level of like loneliness to it, of course. Because, well, I've gotten like, texts and stuff of like, oh, happy birthday, this and that, which is nice. But it's not as charming. It's not as charming as I would like it to be. I guess, most of my life I've lived as trying to make the world see me like it would change everything. Truthfully, I think I would be thoroughly disappointed if the world ever understood me the way that I feel the need to be understood. It feels like it feels like I'm not meant to be understood. Like, in the way that we all want and need to be understood. I guess I've always felt like I was different, like I had something unique to offer. And in ways, yeah, I do. But not in the ways that I've always wanted or maybe yearned for. I think I've lived a life of feeling very alone for the majority of it. Partially by choice and partially by circumstance. And like it's kind of hard to have something to say because like in truth I have so much to say that I wouldn't be able to say it all in any lifetime. And so I typically resort to saying nothing because it's easier. It's easier than burdening all of those things that I feel the need to say on my shoulders. Even though, ironically, that which I carry on my shoulders has been what I've given most of my attention to. For whatever reason. Like, maybe that reason was because I felt the need to. Maybe that reason was because I thought it was right. Maybe it was because it's what I was raised to do. I don't know. But it's hard to blame. It's hard to blame others for this feeling. And it's hard to describe. Because most of the time there aren't words available, or sentences or phrases that can actually sum up a feeling, a really intimate feeling, a feeling that I might be the only one that can actually comprehend, because only I can see through my eyes. So, I mean, that could get into the whole what's real and what isn't conversation. But I don't find that very productive or useful. And therefore I find it inapplicable. I think living a lifestyle that has resulted in repetitions, there's a piece of cereal in my throat, but a life that has been summed up by repetitions, like, it really does feel meaningless. And life really has always kind of been a series of repetitions, cycles, like a loop. And the world almost autocorrects back to being beautiful whenever I talk about these things. Like, even now, like, I'm looking at a slight view where certain things are illuminated and there are beautiful light beams and shadows and little particles floating around in the air. Those particles are just little bugs, but and maybe pollen, or the seeds from those little plants that you like blow on to make a wish. I forget what those are called, but I don't know. I think it would be kind of nice if something, like, I often think about, what if things went my way? And truth be told, if things had gone my way, I don't think I would be alive today. Having things go my way has been a burden. Like, every time something has gone my way, I've felt like shit afterwards. Excuse me. And I think that's because, oh my, I think that's because it just didn't feel as rewarding or as audacious or as out there as I anticipated it being. And that kind of makes me doubt what I want. Like, I just don't see a point in acquiring things that I want anymore. I'm still gonna go for it because, there's nothing else to do. But it would be nice if something actually felt rewarding after achieving it. Because so far, like, no achievement that I've wanted has felt like an achievement, has felt like satisfying or anything like that. Either way, today is a solo birthday. Mostly because, I'm in Ireland. My house, well, not my house, but the house that I'm staying in is in the countryside. And so it's pretty isolated naturally. And all my friends in Ireland work. And I don't. That's just what I've been. And so none of my friends are available, except for, online ones, which count, of course, but, it's not the same as in-person connection. Never will be. But it's enough for now.